Welcome to 5 Minutes of Torah with the BI Rabbi. I'm Rabbi Adam Stein. You know, there's a lot of trickery in this world. We see it all the time. We see it in politics, we see it in sports, we see it in religion, unfortunately. It's on TV, it's on soap operas, movies, see it in medicine sometimes. You're looking for one thing and you get another. You're expecting one result and you get a different one. Sometimes the greatest bits of trickery, in real life or in the movies, are when the trickster gets the trick played on him or her. In our Parsha this week, Parshat Vayetzei, Jacob is the one involved in the trickery. And there's a lot of it in this Parsha, and it's really worthy of a movie or a soap opera. We start out with our ancestor Jacob, our forefather. He's wandering, leaving his family's home because his brother is quite mad at him, his brother Esau. And the reason he's mad is that Jacob stole his birthright and his blessing as the firstborn. Well, he didn't exactly steal it. The birthright, Jacob was stirring a pot of red lentil soup, and Esau comes in from the hunt. He's really, really hungry, and Jacob says, okay, I'll give you a bowl of the soup if you sell me your birthright. Esau says, fine, and suddenly he doesn't have his birthright. Then for the blessing of the firstborn, Jacob and his mother Rebecca scheme and pull their own bit of trickery over their father and husband, Isaac. And through disguising his voice, disguising his, even what his arm feels like, so it feels hairy like his brother Esau, Jacob gets the blessing of the firstborn. So he's fleeing his house because his brother's ready to kill him. And lucky for him, as he's searching for his uncle Laban, the first clan of shepherds that he comes upon are the shepherds from the house of Laban himself, his uncle, his mother's brother, and he asks for him. He asks for Laban, and they say, "Oh yes, we know him, and his daughter's right over here." And so he pulls off a bit of heroism. He's very chivalrous. He pulls off the stone from the top of the well, and falls in love with Rachel immediately. They kiss, they weep, and he knows who he's going to marry and be with for the rest of his life. It is like a soap opera, maybe a romance novel. And he doesn't marry her right away because he gets to know Laban, and Laban says, "Well, what are you gonna do for me?" And Jacob says, "You know what? I'll work for you for 7 years with your flocks so that I can marry your younger daughter, Rachel." There was an older daughter too, Leah, but he wanted Rachel. He was in love with her. Laban says, "Okay, fine." So Jacob works for him for 7 years. They put together the wedding feast, and he gets married. He has his wedding night, sleeps with his wife, and then the verse that I love is probably one of my favorite verses in the Torah. I think it's verse 25 of chapter 29. It says, "And there was morning, and he woke up, and there was Leah." So he got married, he slept with his wife, and it wasn't until the morning that he realized he married and slept with the wrong sister. It's really, really a soap opera here. And Jacob says to Laban, he says, what did you do? Lama rimitani in Hebrew. He says, why did you deceive me? I worked for you for 7 years and you give me the wrong daughter. And Laban says to Jacob, he says, that's not how we do it around here. That's not how we do it in this place, giving away, marrying off the younger before the elder. So Jacob says, okay, well, if I can marry Rachel, that would be great. And Laban says, okay, well, wait till the bridal week is over and you can marry Rachel, the sister, and you have to work for me for another 7 years. So he agrees. But the kicker is this. Laban doesn't say to Jacob, we don't marry off the younger before the elder. The translation that we have in our Chumash upstairs, I'm in my office down here, the Eitz Chaim Chumash, uses the Jewish Publication Society translation, younger before the older. That doesn't work. You have to look to some other translations. The King James gets it right, I think. The Everett Fox translation from Shocking Books, even some Christian translations that are modern ones get it also. He says we don't marry off the younger before the firstborn. So he's almost really taking a fork and sticking it to Jacob by saying, or implying, just like you stole away the birthright and the blessing of the firstborn from your elder brother, who was the firstborn, we don't marry off the younger before the firstborn around here. So you've got to work another 7 years for me. So Jacob gets what's coming to him in the Bible. It's an example of the Bible setting up Jacob for punishment for what we might call biblical justice. So we might hope then that we are able to learn our lessons better than Jacob did. He'll even get some more lessons in the upcoming weeks of next week and the week after those parashot. So if we can learn our lessons better than Jacob and not have to get biblical justice handed to us, we might be in a better place. I'll end with a couple announcements for you around our synagogue community. This coming Saturday in just a couple days, Mark Waldman is coming to speak with us, the National Executive Director of CJPAC, Canadian Jewish Public Affairs Committee. He'll talk with us, along with Kara Mintzman, the BC Regional Director, talk with us about the great work that they do helping the Jewish community connect with the Canadian political process. And then the other thing is that our annual Hanukkah event, this year called Spongikia, is coming up. It's on December 10th at 11 a.m. here. Should be a great event. You can participate in the very first and biggest building of a Hanukkah menorah, Chanukiah, made out of sponges. Shabbat Shalom.